Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas, Nevada. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest timeless, collective, channeled tarot message from the download series. So if you're here, welcome. It's by divine design. And thank you for the growth on the channel. Remember, if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Make your choices and decisions responsibly, because you'll always be responsible for the consequences and repercussions of your choices and decisions, you see. Now, you have questions. I have answers. You can find those in the facts on my website. And that website is located in the title of this live, uncut, unedited, raw, and real broadcast. So thank you for your love donations, and thank you for choosing me for your personal services. With all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. So today, we are being guided to work just with the same three decks we did for the shadows last night. So we're going to pull the first message out, which will be the last one we read from the postcards from Spirit. And set that up there. And then we're going to go into the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot deck and see what the message we have today coming through. The title... I received the title while I was preparing. This is something, what's this been about a week or two now that's been going on. So the title that I received for our download today is Snap Back Like a Rubber Band. And what they show me is, you know, there's a little bit of, it's not like you're unwilling to compromise. You give way, you stretch a little bit, you're flexible, you know. But you're only going to stretch so far before either you break or you snap back. I heard and pop somebody in the fingers. So this could be when I think of pop somebody in the fingers, what I get is, you know, when my grandsons were little babies, I started teaching them about boundaries and limits. And funny enough, a lot of it resulted around the tarot cards. I was into the tarot cards, getting into them when the babies started coming up really strong. And so I always had the tarot cards around, and they would come and I'll just flick their little finger so that they would understand, like, no, you can't do that, right? And then that kind of carried, like that was our main way of getting these little tiny beings who don't want to listen. The little ones, they just want to explore their world, see how far they can push their limits, right? And this was how we got them to understand, like, you're not going to enjoy that if you do that. So we're going to start by looking at the energy on that side of the table. I've already started pulling cards that are ready to come out. So in the past, on that side of the table, we have the Five of Cups. And I heard regret. I hear sorrow. Okay. Sorrow, regret. Somebody's regretful about a situation they got themselves involved in. Somebody's regretful about a love experience. I am picking up on that. There are sorrow and regret about a love experience. In that Five of Cups, there is an emotional change. See, 5 is the pivoting point between the numbers 1 and 9, which are what they call real numbers. So, it's the halfway point. So there's a change that happened here in somebody as a result of this experience in the past, emotional change. In the current energy, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, I heard celebrating. Celebrate good times. Come on, let's celebrate. Okay, so come on and celebrate. Tonight, because everything's going to be all right. Let's celebrate. So there's a real cause for celebration going on right now on that side of the table. The celebration has something to do with coming together. This coming together could be with friends. It could be with family. This could be coming together for a night on the town. But this is a happy social circle. I hear a happy social circle. The changes that someone has implemented here creates a happy social circle for someone. Okay. Like-minded. I hear the word like-minded coming in. Thinking similar mannerisms and thinking. Okay, similar similar character. Thank you. Similar character, similar traits, similar characteristics. Okay. Let's see what is prepared this person for this experience coming out. Is the Seven of Swords. Oh boy. Okay. So what prepared this person for the current experience is that there was definitely somebody who thought they could get away with something in the past, and that is where they had their emotional shift. That's where they had their sorrow and their regret. Okay, so there's something here where somebody tried to sneak away and get away with something. But here's the thing that I heard. Even that was all according to the divine plan. Like the divine knows what's going on and maneuvers everything strategically. So something happened in the past on that side of the table where there was some sort of deception that was meant to help this person be able to celebrate right now. Okay. Whoever thought they were getting away with something, like they should have planned this out better. You know, it's hard to get away with things out here when you're under the light of day. See, this man is sneaking away with the 5 swords from the enemy camp, but he's got the light of day there. Okay. I even hear this person on that side of the table has some strategy about the way they move. I heard, I like the way you move. I like the way you move. Somebody here, spirits here confirming, I like the way you move, because it's like you did something and in some way you snuck around and did something too. But here's the thing. What you did was disarm the enemy. So there's something here about somebody thought they were going to get away with something, but you got the light of day shining all over this situation. In other words, you could see it clearly. And the thing of it is, so you apply some strategy here. And this is strategy that whoever this person on that side of the table, and remember, you could be on that side. This could be about 2 people. This could be about your inner and outer world. Okay, this could be about your emotions and your actions. This could be about you and a situation. Okay, whatever it was, whoever's on that side of the table, what they did was they disarmed their enemy in some sort of way. Okay. So what's the challenge on that side of the table right now is the Ace of Wands. Interesting. So the challenge is to take their power, but disarming the enemy was very helpful in that, because as I'm looking at the table, before I even flipped that Ace of Wands over, they were showing me how the guy in the 7 of Swords is looking over to that position, and they're showing me there's something about that position. So somebody has pre-paved the way by disarming the enemy. Disarming the enemy. Now I'm picking up on a message to tell you about a post that I put on my Facebook page this morning, because there's some relevance here, especially where this energy applies, where you feel this energy applies to you. Let me see. What did I say exactly? I said, most days before getting out of bed, I gratefully enjoy the place I find myself and pre-pave the day for miracles of love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Okay, so there's something here about that with the person on the other side of the table. It's like when you put your feet on the ground and you're like, not today, not today. Today is all love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. It's like, you're not dealing with some sort of dark energy today. You're pre-paving the date. That person on that side of the table, they disarm the enemy, okay? And they're in their power, and their challenge is to maintain their power and go for the new energy. Go for the new energy. Go for your new beginning on that side of the table. What's at the bottom of the deck before we move on? The 5 of Pentacles. The change in physical circumstances. I want to stop and give a shout out real quick to Georgina, first commenter of the session, Loyalty Tribe, and Norma Jane, both of these beautiful ladies moderating for us here on YouTube. All right. In the environment of that side of the table, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So there's a child around this person. There's a child. The first thing I heard was a child. This child is a younger child. This child, I hear, is a minor child. This child is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Somebody here took the power away from the enemy in some sort of way by something they did, strategic. I even pick up on somebody who put some kind of documentation, something legal in place, okay, to protect themselves. Somebody is covered legally. Somebody has something written down, documentation, right, that's going to serve well in the long run. All right. What is the guidance on that side of the table? Is the High Priestess. They said, whoever's on that side of the table, they've actually taken power away from their enemies. They don't need to go and brag about it. Okay, they need to kind of keep that to themselves. Hold on to that information. The thing about the High Priestess is she knows everything, but she doesn't have to reveal everything. I heard reveal it in the due time. For someone, the due time to reveal something is in September, whoever's on that side of the table. Okay, this person is needing to go ahead and continue to follow their intuition, because I heard it was their intuition that helped them to take the power away from their enemies. They de-weaponize their enemy in some sort of way. Somebody here, they de-weaponize the enemy. Okay, they got that they got that snapback like a rubber band. Okay, the enemy is not able to act. Okay, and the thing of it is, there's something here, invaluable information known by the person on that side of the table that is to come out at the appropriate time. Okay. They said, don't look at the outcome yet. All right. Let's see on this side of the table then. Let's go to this side of the table. Because the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is saying that there's been a walking away, a living out in the cold, a need to. So somebody here realized, okay, thank you. I see that. Somebody here got in a situation with the enemy in the first place because they weren't focused on their spirit. They had neglected their spiritual needs. Okay. And when they began to prepave the way for their day, they weaponized the enemy. Okay. So somebody here had gotten away from praying, had gotten away from meditating, had gotten away from, feeding their spirit. And then as a result, some trickery came about. Okay, but then that kind of pushed this person to go back into their spirit, reconnect with their source. Okay, do the things that that they used to do. Okay, that feel good and nourishing for their soul. I hear they feel good and nourishing for their soul. And that's a lot of the benefit that came about from this experience. But let's go ahead and go back to this side of the table. In the past energy, we have the Fool. Walking away. Trust. Within nothing is everything. A complete letting go. And I hear I heard reaching the other side of the new portal. I've never seen this card that way. But the sun that's behind here is looking like a portal, and the Fool has just landed. It's like, okay, now beam me down, Scotty. Beam me down into the new world. Beam me down into the new energy. In the past, that's happened for somebody. They got dropped off in the new energy. They got dropped off on the new plane. Okay, they got dropped off in the new experience. Okay, this person is somebody who very trusted. And this person couldn't take much with them. All they could do was just get through with their trust and their faith and the passion in their spirit. Okay, trusting their intuition to guide them in the right way. This is what this person has done in the past. Okay, and they let go of a lot. This person has actually let go of a lot. I heard they took a risk and stepped out on faith. All right. In the current energy on this side of the table, we have the Two of Cups. Oh, boy. Two of Cups on this side and Three of Cups on that side in the current energy. Are we seeing a union come together? Okay, because there's love here. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be familial. Whatever form of love this takes in your life, there is love on this side of the table, and there is a happy union on that side of the table. Somebody here is going to get together with their friends. And I see somebody getting together with their friends and then just on a fluke, like you're not going to be a third wheel anymore, because guess what? There's somebody showing up for you too, for someone here. But I don't want to dig too deep onto that until I know for sure that's the experience we're talking about. But that is happening for somebody for sure. Let's see what they want to talk about, though. What has prepared this side of the table for this experience is the Three of Swords, honey. This person has seen the truth and it has set them free. But before it set them free, it hurt like a bee. It wasn't easy. This person has been through a lot of pain in their life. Now, the thing about a person who's been through a lot of pain in their life is they know how to appreciate the pleasure. They know how to appreciate the joy, okay? So this person understands the contrast. This person knows what they don't want, and now they know what they do want, okay? And as a result of have been through so many pains, they've raised their vibration and aligned with something that is of like-minded. The Two of Cups, these are two who agree. These are two who come together in harmony, in agreement, in a balanced way. They both share fellow feeling. They both have similar views, similar feelings, similar desires, similar appreciation, similar satisfaction. Hey, I like the way you move. Okay, two people can move and groove together well. Okay, because certain things you can't do if y'all ain't got rhythm together. I'm just saying, these two, they got rhythm together, whatever the kind of relationship it is. What's the challenge on this side of the table? The challenge is the Six of Swords. So what that lets me know is this person's challenge on this side of the table is to not start looking back to the past, keep moving forward, not to let the experiences of the past, because like I said, what set them up for success in this is that they've had a lot, they have had a lot of pain. They've had their heart broken, which lets me know that their heart is now open and active. The heart is being shown to me like a seed. A seed has a protective casing around it. That seed cannot begin to grow until the cask is broken. The outer shell must be broken. Okay, somebody's heart has already been broken. And then as a result, like they know what it's like. They know what it's like to lose love. They know what it's like to be in love and then get your heart broken. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to appreciate things. But that presents a challenge now in the sense of, are you going to keep thinking that love from the past is what's in your current energy? Okay. Also, I heard the challenge is it's going to be 6 months. 6 months of processing, of being on your own. Okay, 6 months of intense processing. So wherever this person is at in this process of processing and releasing the heartbreak from the past, okay, there's a 6 month, I'm hearing waiting period. All right. So what else? I heard the challenge is to go with the flow as well. Because the other thing I get about this person is a lover. They know what they want. So that makes this person more inclined to putting expectations on connections. And the challenge is to go with the flow here, not to decide, well, I'm only going to talk to you if we're going to end up getting married, Hold on a second, girl. I don't even know if I like you like that. I don't even know, like, do we even vibe to even be talking about marriage? Like, I'm just trying to just say, so go with the flow and letting it unfold on this side of the table is a challenge, okay? And for someone, it's a challenge to go with the flow with a new person in their life. I see a new person presenting in this person's experience here. So let's see what is the environment of the one on this side of the table. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I heard somebody just been waiting for you to get your stuff together, whether you know it or not. Like the universe has had somebody here waiting on you. If you're on this side of the table, it's like there's somebody on that side of the table who's been alone for 7 months. If this one's been alone for 6 months, that one's been alone for 7 months. That one been alone longer. They've been waiting for the right one to come in. Now, for some of you, again, like I said, this is not a romantic connection, but this is like somebody who's been in need of whatever service for the last 7 months. Somebody ain't had their nails done in the last 7 months because, they didn't have the right one. They go out with their homegirls. Bam, there you are. They meet you. They're like, oh my God, I love your nails. So we're going to break it down that way as well. Y'all know I do nails. So when it comes to career, how else am I going to relate it? Apply it as it resonates. In regards to the guidance on this side of the table. Wow. I'm just tripping right now because the King of Wands is in reverse as it's laying on the floor. I went to grab the card. It flew to the floor and it flipped itself in reverse. And they're telling me leave it in reverse. The guidance here is the King of Wands in reverse. I heard let it come to you. Don't go chasing nothing. Okay. Don't go chasing nothing. All right. I heard for somebody, no, it's not a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So don't even let that cross your mind. I heard that. Okay. But the challenge is the King of Wands in reverse. Now, this is the only court card we have in this reading. They're telling me to pull the next card off the top of the deck to tell me more about this King of Wands in reverse and why it's here. Because the King of Swords upright. What the heck? So on this side of the table, the guidance is the King of Wands reversed with the King of Swords upright. So for somebody, you're going to be wondering, is it this? Is it that? Is it this one? Is it that one? If you've been debating and you're on this side of the table between a fire sign and an air sign, it's definitely the air sign. But more than that, what I'm really seeing here is like you already know the truth about anything you walked away from your past, and you already know the truth about what happens vibrationally when you chase anything. The fact that you're chasing it, you're in pursuit, you're hot on its tail, guess what that means? By default, it means it's running the fuck away from you. It's running from you. So it's saying, let it come to you. Don't run from it. Don't chase it. Because if you chase it, you're now setting a tone, a vibration with the universe that says it's running from you. Don't go chasing. You don't need to run after. You don't need to do any of that. Let it come to you. And what I see is two people who are actually going to walk, some about almost bumping into each other. So, that could be literal or symbolic. That seems to come through the reading a lot about folks bumping into each other. So there's something here about letting it come to you. And speaking, I heard you could speak first, though. It's okay to speak first, but don't go chasing. It's okay to be the first one to initiate the conversation. Okay. What else? The King of Wands reversed and the King of Swords. It's not about it's not about actions. It's about communication. Okay. This High Priestess on the other side is the guidance. So I see like somebody on where it applies to a connection between two people. Somebody on that side of the table is a great listener. Okay. But you're going to have to speak first, because this person doesn't even really too much initiate conversation. They could be very introverted. They could be timid or shy up front, okay? And in their life, like you're presenting as a new person in their life, okay? You're presenting as a new masculine energy. They said, don't be too gruff. Don't be too abrasive. Don't be too aggressive for my AG fan. AG masculines or AG feminines, okay? Don't be too aggressive. Let it come easy, honey. So we're going to dig in with my handmade clarifiers now and see what else we can discern from these cards. Digging deeper. On that side of the table, in the past, we had the Five of Cups, and the clarifier from the signature series says multifaceted awareness, love. So somebody went through a big emotional restructuring because they gained multifaceted awareness. This person on that side of the table began to see things. You see the luster from the top of the diamond, right? But there's a backside of the diamond too. The backside of the diamond has its own cuts, has its own facets, right? So somebody here began to look at other sides, other perspectives within a situation that gave them, they went through an emotional change. They started to realize like, okay, maybe I don't want this as much as I thought I do about something. And there was some sorrows and some regrets there, okay? And so is that where what they were getting the other facets and other awareness of was this situation that had them in sorrow and regret, okay? And the current energy on that side of the table, they had the Three of Cups coming out with a card from the fields. I wanted to do the right thing, but gave into the temptation, weakness. So, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. And this is in the current energy. Okay. This person is now, I see this person, they're coming together, all right. And one thing that's coming together with them is they're talking to their friends about how they found the other sides of a situation, and they're talking about how they realized where they gave in to some weakness, where they did something that from what they understand now they would never do again, okay? Because they see it differently now. This is happening with at least two friends. I feel like it's two friends, okay, in a conversation. I see somebody here, who's having, okay, hold on, this whole energy just shifted and a whole nother level of experience coming through. Give me just one moment. I need to take this. Yes, baby. Okay.
I bought a new TV, so I have my old TV. I was going to ask you guys if you guys want it or no.
Yeah, you can bring it over. I think cousin could use it. All right, see you in a bit. I apologize. That was my nephew's son. When my children call, I will always answer. And okay, so is that for somebody here? When my children call, I will always answer. I'm a firm believer that everything happens during a reading on purpose. Okay, so is this something about doing the right thing? Okay, so okay, here's the thing. Somebody here had to take care of their kid. Okay, take care of the kids. Somebody didn't answer the call for the kids. Okay, that's why they're gone. They didn't do the right thing. Okay. The energy on the other side of the table had just shifted, right? And what I see was there was somebody here who is sorry about somebody in sorrow and regret on that side of the table because they did the wrong thing, because they were listening to their friends. They had their friends talking to them, putting a buzz in their ear about something. Okay, their friends put the buzz in their ear about something. Okay, and they fell for the BS. Okay, and now they're realizing, like, their friends. Ooh, shit, that's kind of harsh, but we're gonna say it. Somebody here on that side of the table is realizing their friends ain't shit because all they do is get drunk and talk shit. Somebody is a little bit sober now. Somebody done sobered up, and they're sitting around their social circle. They're very good social circle, because to them this is a good social circle. You know, these people, I heard these people don't run around robbing people and stuff like that. Sorry, but just because you don't rob people don't mean that you're a good social circle. I mean, seriously, doesn't mean it's a positive environment, honey. Just because they're not running around thieving on people don't mean it's a good environment, and it doesn't mean that they're not doing something else. Okay, hold on a second here. I need a drink of this coffee. So this person is now seeing, like, how heavily influenced they have been by their friends, and how their friends really ain't shit, that all they do is sit around and drink and talk shit. Okay. That their friends ain't nothing but a bunch of gossips. Now, in the hidden blessing, somebody on that side of the table, they did a little strategy that helped them out, right? But we also talked about on that side of the table, there was some sort of deception that came through. So from the signature series, rejection is protection and redirection. Interesting. At the end of the day, even though this person did something they kind of regret right now, like they realize, like, somehow, even in the decision that they made that wasn't the best decision, it was just like, it was necessary for them to move different, go somewhere else. It was all part of the divine plan. Okay, let's see. In the challenge we have from the signature series, we have the Ace of Wands is the challenge. And this is their real challenge. The check line. The check line. Technique that we've been using for a while, which is begin with the question. When you have a feeling, when you have an experience that's uncomfortable, you have a feeling that's uncomfortable inside of you, a dissonant feeling, a lower vibrational feeling, thought, or whatever, you ask yourself, is this mine? Is this mine? And you don't try to answer it. Rather, you let the answer come to you. In that, if you get the answer no, then it's let it go. If you get the answer yes, then it's what can I do to transmute this? This is about checking in with your inner guidance system and checking yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay, so somebody on that side of the table, their big challenge is they don't know how to check themselves, so they end up wrecking themselves sometime, okay, because they're busy listening to guidance from friends, and their friends don't make the wisest choices. Although they might not be running around doing armed robberies and stuff, like, these people still ain't all the way kosher. You know what I'm saying? They ain't always on the right page, and they ain't always on the right side of law. I heard spiritual law. Okay. Oh boy. In this person's environment, we said there was something about a child there, earth sign child, minor child, clarifying what the feels. I am and will continue to do everything in my power to raise my vibration and be the best version of me. Daily awareness. Life, it goes back to their past energy, multifaceted awareness. This person needed to develop other side of awareness. Somebody here, I heard their friends were all excited about, okay, I'm picking up on somebody's experience. I don't feel like this is going to carry through the rest of the reading, but I need to say this because I'm seeing it. And they're like, yeah, they need to hear this. Hold on. They just cut my thing. I'm glad I caught it. Hold on. Continued. So somebody on the other side of the table of this experience has a little child in their life. And their friends were all excited about some person that they met out drinking. Yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. This person got hyped up based off of their friends wanting to go for it so bad. But they need to consider this child at home. So there's, okay, I see a night out with some, okay. And this is completely separate from the energy on this side of the table. But I see a night out with some people here where on that side of the table, there's somebody out with their friends, okay? It's like a girl's night out on the town or a guy's night out on town, whatever it is. And the thing is, somebody thinks that they can sneak around and make something happen. Maybe even bring somebody home or, you know what I'm saying, have a one night stand, something like that. And it's a new person in the experience. And the thing is, this person is getting all this encouragement from their friends. Just go for it. Just go for it. You know, you never know if you don't try, blah, 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 blah. There's something about this person has a child at home. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself because, hold on, you got a kid at home. What are you doing bringing some dude home and you got a little kid at home? Okay, because your child don't need to be around that. Okay, the spirit is guiding this person. Listen, you need to maintain your virtue. You could be sexy, you could have a good time, but what you don't need to do is bring out one home. I heard they don't need to know where you live. You have a kid. What you don't know about this dude that your girls are all hopped up about is he ain't shit. He ain't shit. He is a no good. He ain't no good. And he has violent tendencies. You don't want to bring this dude around your house. And he don't need to know where you live. And your kid does not need to be around that energy. Okay. So that's just a sidebar message for somebody in particular. The guidance. Synchronicities abound to say you are on your divine path in a delightful way. So there's a thing. That person on that side of the table, whoever this is, they have the ability to hear their intuition. Okay. And the signs are showing them something. Okay. So like I said, we're going to leave the whole thing about somebody out thinking about having that and the guy having a kid at home. But listen, this person on that side of the table, they needed some multifaceted awareness. They started to come into some more multifaceted awareness. Somebody strategically de-weaponized the enemy and got the hiccup out of there. Okay. This person did something following their friend's advice. It turned out to be not the best advice. Okay. Whoever it is, like on this side of the table in this dualistic experience here, say, you know what, I'm raising my awareness. I have a plan for my life. Okay. And that side of the table is understanding finally that rejection is God's protection and redirection. And they're getting signs that's guiding them, telling them to keep moving forward. Okay. For somebody over there, this situation that we've been discussing here is all in their past, and now they're moving forward into a new energy. Okay, they're moving forward into the new energy, and so they're going to be very happy that they've distanced themselves from these nosy friends who are meddlesome and don't have. I heard they've distanced themselves. They don't have insight. They don't have spiritual awareness. They don't have multifaceted awareness. They're coming. I'm hearing purely from the root chakra, honey. These are the type of women that are oppressed by a Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? You got a Gucci belt. Oh, he got money, girl. Go talk to him. Girl, calm your pants down. And most people, is it even real? Let's start with, is it even real? It might be a bootleg. Okay, some people, they spend all their money to go get a dang Gucci belt, and they need to go to the swap meet and get themselves one of them little $5 belts. You know what I'm saying? And put that money toward paying some of their bills or putting some gas in their car or putting some food in their fridge, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that rent get paid on time. Watch out for people who are pretentious, you know, because I feel like there's some pretentiousness in this circle of friends that are so impressed by the eyes, but they can't see spirit, okay? Whoever's on this side of the table, they trust in spirit, okay? They ain't worried about what the eyes see. Now, the person on the other side of the table, they're getting the feeling of this. They're getting the feeling like, listen, There's more to this than what my friends can see, okay? And it was all part of the divine plan. Even where this person fouled up a connection with this side of the table, it was part of the divine plan to show them what they're dealing with, to show them who's in their energy and who they're dealing with. So let's see what else we can dig out about this experience. We're going to go to this side of the table. In the past, we have the Fool clarifying with I don't want, I want, and the word want is crossed out, and it's corrected where it says I choose to see for me. So this person went to a new energy. They went through the dimension to a new energy. They went through the portal. We talked about that with the Fool card, right? And this person was like, I'm not wanting anything. What I choose to see for myself. Okay, this person trusts in their journey that the things that they choose for themselves, they'll be brought to. Okay. In the current energy, we have a Two of Cups. This is a uniting happening here. There's a union. Okay. Somebody here needs to open their heart, but they're worried about what their friends say on that side of the table. On this side of the table with the Two of Cups is clarified by the signature series. It says, haters are going to hate. You're clearly doing something right. Now they have something to hate on. I told you that this person on that side of the table, their friends were in their ear. Why were they friends in their ear? Because, hello, you're a good opportunity. You're a good thing in this person's life. Okay, you're a good thing in this person's life. They're hating. The friends didn't want to see you get all of their friends' attention. You know what I'm saying? The friends didn't want to see you get all this person's attention. So they brought some hate to the table. They were hating on you. You were coming to the table with nothing but love for them, baby. But the fact of the matter is, their social circle, they got their good social circle. Their good social circle was hating on their best come up. I heard on their best come up. I heard, which is a treasure like you. All right. Let me see what's at the bottom of the handmade clarifiers before we move forward in this side of the table. Now that we pulled all the cards. Libra energy. This is about balance. We're definitely talking about a connection between two people. Libra energy is all about trying to make things right between two people. So I see that in this situation, there's somebody who's always trying to do the right thing, trying to be fair and balanced. But here's the thing. If that Libra energy is imbalanced in itself because it's meant to be balanced, I mean, that's why its representation is of the scales of justice, right? If this person is imbalanced, then they start doing all kinds of manipulative, ugly stuff, right? So somewhere there could be a Libra involved in this, but there's something here about trying to stay balanced, okay? Something happened on a Sunday, Monday, or had the club going up on a Tuesday, okay. Yeah, something happened between September and October, the 23rd of those 2 months. Something happened there. Oh, Lord. But there are some haters on the table. There's some haters on the table, and the haters are the good social circle, the happy social circle of whoever's on the other side of the table in this experience for you. Okay. What's prepared this side of the table to go through this experience is the Three of Swords, and clarifying that is graciously accepting. Graciously accepting. Accepting what? The truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. Somebody here on this side of the table has to graciously accept the fact that that person is really swayed by their foolish ass friends. Okay. Somebody had to graciously accept that that person on that side of the table has a bunch of friends who are haters and they don't like you. Okay. You have to graciously accept that, because of their social circle, because they're loving the social circle that they absolutely adore, we're not a vibrational match. Dang. Because see, when you get a look at somebody's social circle, that's going to clue you into who this person is that you haven't met yet. You know, especially their longer term friends. Do they have long term friends? Number one, I heard. Do they even have long term friends? And what are their friends like? What's the vibe like with their friends? When you saw all that hate going on, when you saw the jealousy, when you saw that they were trying to block you out, leave you out, cut you down, talk stuff, they were trying to be sneaky in some type of way, up to no good in some type of way. You seen this energy and it's like, okay, that's kind of sad to see. But that tells me a lot about this person, okay? On this side of the table, that's what it was. Graciously accepting the truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free. Graciously doing it in a courteous, kind, and pleasure and pleasant manner. So, you know, it wasn't the nicest experience, but you handled it very well. You moved through the situation with grace. You're like, it is what it is. I'm not going to be upset about this. Ain't nothing to be upset about. I heard, as a matter of fact, I'm glad I know this now. I'm glad I know this now. Okay. In the challenge on this side of the table is the Six of Swords. Okay, the Six of Swords is about going with the flow and not trying to put expectations on the situation. It's got to be like this. It's got to turn out that way. No, go with the flow. From the feels, clarifying the Six of Swords. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Unprepared is a challenge. Okay. So somebody here was getting themselves into a situation they wasn't ready for. But when that truth come through, they had to accept it graciously and move forward. You know what I'm saying? And the path forward was, I don't see that path forward with that other energy. I'm getting a strong no. It's not with that other energy anymore. Okay. In the environment of this side of the table is somebody who needs to do the work on their self. I hear the person on that side of the table is still at the Seven of Pentacles. They haven't reached a 10 yet. The person on this side of the table is at the Page of Pentacles. They've already passed the 10, which means when I read this, the way it's coming through is 1 through 10 is like grade school energy. Once you graduate grade school energy, then you go into college energy. So on this side of the table, somebody's already graduated the grade school energy of awareness, okay? Awareness of their self, of their environment, of their actions, of the repercussions of their actions, and of what they entertain in their life. Okay, so somebody on the one that's on that side of the table is in the environment, and they have a need to take care of their own business. So this person on this side of the table needs to let that one handle their business. Like, dude, you can't fix it for them. Let them do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? They got to do what they got to do. Somebody on that side table, sidebar message, they're pregnant with a little baby. You're going to find that out. And when you realize that this person was trying to sneak up on you, they're pregnant with a little baby. Okay. And they need to handle their business. Like, oh, I can't get involved in that. That brings in a whole nother level of stuff that I don't need. Okay. The feels about the environment on this side of the table comes through. When I'm away from you physically, I hear your voice and see your face in my mind's eye connected. So here's the thing. The external environment is talking about the other person, right? So that person needs to handle their business. They need to tend to their own garden. They need to go pull the weeds from their own garden. They need to do things that is in a positive outcome for them in the long term. Okay, but in the meantime, they still thinking about you, waiting and wondering if they're gonna hear from you. Did you just shut some stuff down with not too much explanation? You just shut it down. I heard I don't need to explain. I don't need to explain myself. It is what it is. Okay, and this is coming through. There is a same-sex connection, or at least it looked like it, but come to find out that somebody on the other side of the table, they're not a same-sex connection. They're bisexual, and they within the last 3 months they just got out of another connection, and it's like you're sitting there thinking to yourself, you know, that really doesn't interest me. I'm into same-sex connections. I'm not interested in somebody who goes both ways. I don't want to worry about some sticks coming into my cookies. Okay, that's what I heard. Sidebar message. If it ain't yours, just let it fly. The guidance on this side of the table is it's not the King of Wands, it's the King of Swords. They said, don't go chasing nothing. Let it come to you. Be clear and communicate. You can speak first, but don't chase and don't run. When the connection comes together, then you speak. Okay, the divine cosign says, you told them like it seemed that they were cheating or something. I saw it. Damn cheat. Okay, I told you somebody was trying to get away with something. The divine is co-signing that. You sensed it. So anywhere where you sensed that they was keeping some secret from you about being pregnant, about having a child with somebody else, about cheating with somebody else, about their friends and them coming up with some sort of plan to mess with you, jumble up your energy, screw you over in some sort of way, you were on point. The divine co-signs that. I do feel like today Your energy is more resonant to this side of the table than that side of the table. Let's see what's the outcome on that side of the table. I have not flipped any of these cards over. What do we have? There are 2 of Swords. Coming out with, how are you designed to give? Interesting on that side of the table. How are you designed to give? So the person on that side of the table, outcome is, I see the outcome is they ain't got no choice in the matter in the outcome, because you're going to cut that off. Stalemate energy, not talking. You're going to follow your intuition. And you know that whatever you're designed to give to, it's not that type of energy. You say, I'm not going to involve myself this intimately with somebody who is defaulting to their friends who don't know shit, ain't about shit, and they're not the type of friends that I would want anyways. You're like, I wouldn't even want to hang out with these people. So if that's their friends, we can't be friends, because, I'm not having people like that come around the house for, wine and cheese. Who has wine and cheese? Somebody here like to have wine and cheese with their friends. Listen, it ain't me, but it's somebody. Okay, so I see the outcome for that side of the table. You're determining it. That's what I see. The one on this side of the table, you are in charge. You are deciding, like, I'm pulling out of this. I'm pulling out of this race. Not finna compete with you and your crazy making friends, plotting and scheming and up to no good and stuff like that. And they're going back to the experience that popped up earlier about a woman whose friends were trying to get them to get involved with some dude and have a fling with the person and all this stuff. And, well, just take him home, girl. It ain't going to hurt nothing. The baby in there sleeping anyway, blah, 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 all this stuff. And it's like, they ain't doing it. Whoever it was, they ain't doing it. They're not finna just do that, because it's not the way that they operate. Okay, it's not their MO. They got that snapback anyway. They're like, this is no big deal. And for you, anywhere where these people try to set you up, try to come up off of you, try to hurt your feelings, try to get you to come up off your power. I hear try to get you to come up off your power. They need to remember that you're in tune with spirit. I heard that high priestess in their guidance is they need to remember that you're in tune with spirit, that you channel these messages, that you're psychic, empathic, that you are aware, that you have claircognizance, honey. You know claircognizance. And you know what claircognizance be telling you? It tells you when you need to read the signs, honey. And they need to remember that you see the signs. I saw the sign. And it always opens up your eyes, okay? They need to remember that about you. Like, you ain't playing about this spirituality thing. Like, you real. You don't just wear crystals. You are a crystal, and you know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't just read cards. You are the reader. And you read life more than anything else. They need to remember who they're dealing with. They need to remember who they're dealing with. And on your side, it's like, you need to remember that somebody didn't come through what they said they were going to do. They were doing something underhanded. You done caught them in it. Tell them about it. Remember that. Let that be important. Now, don't go applying that to new people that come into your experience, but remember who this person is, okay? Because at some point, like I said, they've been in sorrow and regret about this. They might want to reach out to you. They're going to find themselves blocked. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know too much. You ain't playing these games with these people. And the outcome energy on your side of the table, what do we have? Let's with this. The Page of Wands. Ready for a new adventure, honey. On to the next. On to the next. Thank you. Next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. You're like, yeah, I've leveled up. I'm done with grades 1 to 10 playing these games with these children. I ain't into childhood games. You know what I'm saying? When I was in elementary school, I played elementary school games. When I was in middle school, I played middle school games. When I was in high school, I played high school games. But I'm in college now spiritually. And honey, if you can't keep up with me, I'm not going to try to teach calculus to kindergartners. Okay, you see. Outcome energy for you. Make the best of these moments, for soon you'll find yourself quite busy with important activity that you will prioritize. Yeah, you're going to have new things to do, and you're going to get real busy. There's a little bit of downtime in this for you, so you can appreciate where you come to, where you've been, where you're going, all this, you know what I'm saying? Get it in. Get in the rest and the recuperation. Get back into your spirit. You really thought something was going to be something other than what it was, but at the end of the day, there was no love there, okay? It was some weird shit going on. There's some funny shit going on. Somebody was up to some funny shit. Let's see what's the message from the spiritual AF deck. Maybe you just need to shake your booty. That's the guidance from the spiritual AF deck. And what I'm hearing with that is, it's time to shake this situation, honey. It's time to shake this situation. First off, you need to shake off this situation. I gotta shake you off, cause your loving ain't the same, and you keep on playing games. Yes, that shit right there. You gotta shake it off, baby. And the back of the card says, life throws out very few problems that aren't more easily managed after you've danced it out a bit. Think you're a back dancer? Stop that shit right now. Just stand up and give your groove thing a jiggle. It's 98.5% specifically scientifically proven to make you take yourself less seriously. I feel like you just need to go out and have a good time. You need to go out dancing. You need to celebrate, honey. You need to celebrate that you'd have found out the truth. I heard before the nick of time got close. Okay, before the nick of time got close. In other words, you never even got nicked. You never even got nicked. You need to go out and you need to treat yourself well. You need to enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? And let the haters hate. Yeah, so good morning, haters. You know, it's like, good morning, haters. I heard because they all looking to see what you're going to do. So maybe they looking on your social media. You might be Facebook friends or something like that. Maybe they following your Instagram. I don't know. They on your TikTok. Somebody, they looking at you. They don't want to see you happy, but guess what? They really can't stop your flow. You're going with the flow. You have to go with the flow with this. You thought it was going to be something else. Turned out it wasn't. From what it is, you're going to handle biz. I heard from what it is, you're going to handle biz. Now, I have two cards coming out. Am I supposed to take? I heard no. Put that one back. Okay, so we're going to take the one that came out on the table face up. It's a song called Statistics from Life Jennings. Rule number 4, be the person you want to find. Don't be a nickel out here looking for a dime. Hells to the yes. It's like, honey, you know who you are. You know what you want. You come to the table correct, ready to deliver and flaunt, honey. But if they can't come that way, it's not for you. It's time for you to just walk away. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't coming with the energy that you are, that you be, you know what I'm saying, then you can see clearly that it's not for you, because I heard you're a person who acts faithfully. You're a person who acts with integrity, with transparency. You got all these E's on the end of what you do, not all these lies. Okay. Let's see what we have. I was guided to pull out the Abukra deck. I had somebody get really upset with me because I wasn't using the Abukra deck according to the guidebook rules. Honey, it's a fucking a deck of cards. How I use them is up to me. So there's something here about maybe this person is upset because you didn't do things the way that you were supposed to do them according to what the fuck the rules are from their side of the table. I don't give a fuck what the published deck is. I follow my intuition. There's something here about you going to do things the way you supposed to, you know, according to you, not according to them, according to your spirit, according to your intuition. You have tapped into how you're designed to give. And now that you got your intake valve and your outtake valve correctly connected to the right sources of input and output, honey, everything finna start flowing beautifully for you. What is the Abukra message here today? That gem you long for, that gem longed for by so many, freedom. Oh, to be free. To be as free as the air we breathe, free from worry, free from anguish, free from strife, free from want, free just to be happy. Fate will give you the gem you seek, 'cause I just got to be free, free. And I just got to be me. So you're going to be free. You're going to be you, honey. You breaking free from some bullshit. It's time to shake and move and groove out. I like the way you move because you got that snapback like a rubber band, baby. You're willing to be flexible. You're willing to compromise. You're willing to bend. You'll do all this. But you're not going to let yourself break. You're not going to let them pull on you until you're broke. What you're going to do is snap back and, ooh, when it hits them fingers, ouch, that shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody, the snapback you gave, they hurt them on the fingers, was the next time they pick up their phone to contact you, they're going to get the number you have called is not accepting calls at this time. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to change a whole phone line on a motherfucker here. I feel like you just going to ghost. They ain't going to be able to reach you. They ain't going to be able to reach you. And the thing is, the cold part about it is this person, They were set up to do the right thing in this. This person had everything they needed. The one on the other side of the table had everything they needed to do the right thing in this. They've already been lied to. They've already had their friends fuck shit up for them before. They still didn't do the right fucking thing. They didn't do the right fucking thing. So now here you are. Here you are. You're going to make your move. And guess what? What you deserve is coming to you. You're going to go out there. You're going to have a dance. And some of you, you're going to make new friends, new connections while you out there dancing, moving and grooving and doing what feels right to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't second guess your intuition for somebody. That was what they tried to take out. They tried to get you. She thinks she's so spiritual. She thinks she's so psychic. She always thinks she's right. Let's prove her wrong. They came up with a plan to get you to question your intuition, to get you to doubt your spiritual strength. You know what I'm saying? To get you to doubt who you are. They can't play with you. I heard MC Hammer, can't touch this. Can't touch this. Yeah. So it's like the way you move, honey, they can't touch it. You graciously accepting the truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free. Because you know, when you start something, you're always looking at the best in everything. You're always looking at, I heard at the beginning, you give everybody the benefit of the doubt and you go for it. You know what I'm saying? That's that flexibility. That's that rubber band. You're willing to compromise, willing to bend a little bit, being flexible in the situation. But they will not be allowed to break you. You're like, break me? I don't think so. That's not happening today. We're not going to be broken this way. I got that snapback, baby. You're like, not only do I wear the snapback hat, like I got the snapback in life, honey. I'm going to bounce back from this. Don't play yourself. Don't think you're going to slow me down. I heard, can't nobody slow me down. Oh, no. I got to keep it moving and grooving. I heard you're going to stay moving and grooving. These motherfuckers better think twice before they come try to take you off your throne. I heard, oh, Lord. Let's go into the final message, which was the first card we pulled before we even figured out what we was talking about. Before that and right after we channeled the title about snap back like a rubber band. Okay, let's see what it says. Dearest you. On Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So get the answers you seek. You must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can't you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you. A story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine, loving fan club. They said, don't get down on yourself because this mucka-hucka who didn't know what to do with you. Tell the story about how you went through this situation with grace, about how they might have attempted to take you out of your divine place, but you thrive, you prosper, and you still alive, honey. They couldn't play you. How your intuition came through. Don't question your intuition. Trust in what spirit has shown you. You already had the inkling, and the signs and synchronicities come about to show you you're doing exactly what you need to do. So this is what we have for you today. It's a great day to get a personal reading. Go to my website if you would like me to do that for you. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time, 감사합니다. Gracias. Baby. So thankful and grateful. That's all, folks. Oh my goodness, I love what I do.